people, my parents mainly, to be able to run my life every single day. The biggest thing that I say about myself 9 years ago is that I felt like a failure. I brought my daughter into the world. I felt like I couldn't keep my family together, thank God now, when I look back. And I felt like a failure. I felt like being a single mum made me a failure, when in fact it didn't. And being a single mum was one of the most empowering, amazing times of my life. But I only wish now that I could tell that same girl 9 years ago how amazing it is to be a single mum. So if you're a single mum in the room right now, you're amazing. So life was a mess, and I've gone from working in a mental health unit, I had a psychology degree, getting up early in the morning, travelling to work, to being a mum, to dealing with all sorts of drama in my life, to not knowing where I was going to go next. And then, by divine intervention, the amazing world of social media, this amazing woman walked into my life, because my cousin, thank you Claire, knew her brother, and he was tagged in a post that my cousin commented on, and it appeared on my newsfeed. Right? We would never have met if it wasn't for social media. And I saw a before and after picture, and I was like, oh my God, I want to be more like her and less like me. And one of the things I've learned in the last 9 years is that you need someone to look up to. And that's what I found. So, 9 years ago, life for you was very different too. So, shall we talk about that?
Just a little bit. This was the reality. I was, either asleep on the desk or asleep underneath it, pretty much 3 p.m. every afternoon. And I was working in a family business, and it was a unit, and it was very, very cold. They didn't have central heating, so my scarf would be wrapped around my head and I had fingerless gloves on. And I was actually pretty fearful for the future. I was 23 years old at the time. I was working 3 jobs. I didn't know where my life was going to go. I left school with very little grades. And I was just so fearful of the future. I was living at home with my parents, again at 23 years old. It's quite embarrassing. And I was car sharing with my boyfriend at the time. And I was just living from paycheck to paycheck, and there was always too much month at the end of the money. Have you ever felt like that? It was just too much month at the end of the money. Really frustrating. And I was working 3 jobs. I was earning about £800 a month, and I thought I just need a break. I need something to come along and just give me a break. I jumped from job to job to job, trying to find that something that would give me that inspiration, that I could feel part of something, that I could grow my way through whatever that was. And every time I went into a company looking for that, I'd be either fired for being too intimidating because I had all this, all this excitement and drive and passion, and I wanted to make a difference, or I just got bored and I quit and I moved on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and I was just looking for that something. And then it was actually my brother who introduced me to the product. I fell in love with it, and I saw the business plan. It made sense to me. I got to work and I made it happen. And the thing is, with this photo here, it was a reminder of no one was going to come and save me. I had to save myself. And that's the message for you guys today. No one's going to come and save you. No one's going to do this business for you. No one's going to take that product for you. No one's going to speak to that person for you. You've got to go out there and save yourself and make this happen. It's the most beautiful vehicle to take you from A to B. And our lives are so much more different because of it. And if it's up to me, this is what I tell myself, if it's up to me, it's meant to be. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. I repeat that to myself every single day. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. Now, with how we first got started, though, there weren't these conventions, there weren't these Zoom calls, there weren't the groups or the Facebook or the social media, but how did we really do things, Hannah? I mean, it's so simple these days, isn't it? But the art of really the duplication process is quite simple, really. And it's something that I post about on Instagram today, because I know we're so heavily focused on the positions. And why is that? Because they're attached to incredible bonuses. I mean, life-changing bonuses, right? Who's achieved a bonus lately? Celebrate that. It's amazing. That's an amazing achievement, right? But it shouldn't be your focus. And this is the secret sauce. I'm giving you some secret sauce here. Because Alex Webb told me 9 years ago that the positions are great, but the clubs are what make it happen. And I remember being at an event with Emma in Windsor, and she'll talk about this in a minute. And I remember being awarded qualifying national marketing director, and I'd gone Club 12 at the same time too. And I had two, the certificates that you guys have got now. And I had one in one hand and one in the other. And I went home and I was so proud of myself. I'd finally start to feel like I was achieving something in life. And I went home to my dad. I was like, look, I got these achievement cards. And I felt like something, and I felt like I mattered to the world. And this is what we are a part of. We help people matter to the world. And he said something to me that stuck with me this whole journey, this whole time, in 10 years. He said, your clubs is an achievement, it's a reward. But the way around. Yeah. Thank you. Positions are a reward, they're an achievement. It's a well done pat on the back. But your clubs are your future. If you don't know what a club is, go home and learn it, because it's going to be your future, it's your paycheck, it's your security, and it's not that, it's your teams as well. When you focus on your clubs, your positions are going to happen anyway. Yes. And that, my friends, is the secret sauce in duplicating your business, is focus on clubs. The rest will happen anyway.
So our business is about inspiring healthy living around the world, right? That's our motto. We inspire healthy living around the world. So when it was talking about, what we did at the beginning, that's exactly what we started to do, right? And inspiration starts with yourself. So we got healthier, right? So I joined the business. I started using the products. I started being healthy in lots of different ways. Health is just not about what you eat. It's about what you watch. No more Jeremy Kyle. It's about what you listen to. It's about your friends. It's about how you talk to yourselves. I started working on all of those things. So I became a customer that fell in love with the products, and then I started recommending it to people naturally. So when we were building our business, it was a very natural progression. Like when we look back and we think, how did we build with our teams this incredible business over the last 9 years? It was a very natural system that kind of built itself in a really strange way. So we were a very, very good customer who recommended the product naturally. So when the business opportunity was offered to us, we were already doing it. So it was a very easy yes. And then when we joined the team, we already had customers. We got more of those customers. And then our very best customers became our team members because they were already doing what they were doing. And that business model that we built through, a natural progression took us from 0 to National Marketing Director in 11 months, up to PMD in 14 months, 100 Club in less than 2 years, and top earners in Europe within 3.5 years of being in this business.
Become top earners. You know what is top earners? You are still become like.
And you know what? That's because we have an incredible army of women and men in our business that are not just in our teams but around us too, and that brings me so nicely onto community. There is nothing like the community that we have in Juice Plus. Nothing in the whole goddamn world that will match what we have. And I say that, and I know that it's true, and I say it with so much passion because the people in this room, the guys that are sat down here, knowing that they're there, smiling at us, supporting at us, have had our backs no matter what, through the ups and the downs, through the tough times and the good times, through the love and the not love, and all the good times and the bad times. We're like a family, and there's nothing else like it on earth. And 2020 was probably one of the most powerful years that I've had in this business. And I didn't see any of you guys face to face that whole year. And someone said it at the NMD meeting the other day, when the whole world fell apart, we came together. And I'm going to say that again, when the whole world fell apart,
Yes.
And there was some incredible
that was community
promotions, that happened from this business. And I'm so proud to be a part of it. When I say what I do, I'm involved with Juice Plus, I hold my head up high and I'm so proud to be part of this community. But I know for you, especially recently, community has been massive.
Love you, Katie! Love you! Yes, so that's Katie. Go, girl! We love you! Go! This lady, she hold my hand. Do my
Thank
pay
you.
line. She didn't know me.
Is
She.
just ringing in my ears so much. Thank you, because obviously my daughter, my family have kept me standing strong, but
People you meet in this business.
you guys too. When I felt like my world is falling apart and I can't get up in the morning, or I'm crying on the way home from dropping my girl off at school, and someone sends me a message that I don't even know in this beautiful team and community, saying you're an inspiration, thank you, keep doing what you're doing, you're so graceful, you're so strong, and every single day I have a message like that come through, and you guys have saved my life, seriously, thank you.
I'm standing up for her. That's women that are doing extraordinary. I love her.
You are the most incredible community I've ever come across, and I'm involved in some communities. I'm a big player in the Tony Robbins environment, and I've been to all the events, but this right here, you could be with 5,000 people, but right here in this room, and there's a few thousand of us, is the most beautiful. Every single soul, every single person in this room, you are all incredible in your own way, and just thank you from the bottom of our hearts, both me and Emma, for being part of this incredible, beautiful community. There's nothing out there like it, so thank you so much. So me and Emma have had some incredible moments through our Juice Plus career, and we could stand up here and tell you all about it, but we've got some really beautiful, the best is yet to come moments to share, and in hope that it'll inspire you to think forward with your the best is yet to come. And Alex used to end every single meeting and conference with truly the best is yet to come. And but Emma, just tell us about yours.
Right, so I always cry on stage, so be ready. So I could talk to you about, loads of stuff. I could talk to you about handbags, I could talk to you about designer things, I could talk to you about cars, I could talk to you about holidays, which has been a major part of, how I've had amazing memories, Success looks different to every single person, right? But over the 9 years, what success looks like to me has changed so much, but some of the big ones was buying my own home. So when I joined this business, like I said to you, my parents were chopping up my housing benefit. I was living in a tiny 2-bedroom house. I had my next door neighbour's sofa. Being able to buy this beautiful home and knowing that we have stability in our life was one of the most amazing moments of my life. My amazing husband, because from being involved in a really toxic relationship to being in a beautiful family is something that I'll never take for granted. And throughout lockdown, together we were able to buy a second home, so an investment property that not only means that I have stability for now, but that I'm building for my future, and that's something that's so, so important, My beautiful baby, Aubrey, who I battled after 4 miscarriages to get. And you know what? When we were talking about community earlier and about health and about all the things that we get from this business, I've had so much support and advice and help from amazing people about fertility and how I could, I've got a fucking eyelash in my eye now, how I could move forward to building my family, and, I was able, through the finances that I've got from this business, to be able to have investigations. And when COVID kicked off, oh my God, I've got a proper eyelash in my eye. When COVID was at a really scary moment and I was worried about being pregnant and in the hospital, I was able to, go to a private hospital to give birth to this amazing, precious baby, and I'm so grateful for that. And probably the thing that we've talked about so much is that when I gave birth to Sienna in 2012, apart from her, it was everything that you wouldn't want. everything that you wouldn't want to bring a child into. And when I gave birth in 2021, in May this year, it was like, we've done a full circle. It was everything you could ever want. It was like, we have our own home now. We have a beautiful family. We have a happy mum. You know, I've changed so much over the last 9 years to be able to bring my children up in such a positive and healthy environment. And it's like, how can I believe that if I could tell that girl 9 years ago that one day it's not going to be like this? You know, one day it's going to be just as it's meant to be. So life happens for everyone, right? I haven't got the toughest story in the room, I know that. Life happens to all of us. But you know what? It happens, and we have to get on with it, and we have to build from it. And you know, life happens for us or with us. And no matter what happens, we have to keep going every single day. But I'm so, so, so grateful for all that we've gone through to get to a position that we're in now. And none of it would be possible without my amazing mentor. So if you've got someone in the room that brought you into the business or affected your business, make sure you tell them and say thank you, because honestly, without you, my life would be a totally different place. So
I love it. So you see the reason why?
They won't understand. They don't know why. They don't know. They don't know because she's not changing.
I'm in love with her.
Don't worry, one day we'll be on the stage together, sharing this moment.
Thank you, boss lady, for saying yes for all of us.
Gosh, again, there's so many best of coming moments. I remember writing down on a piece of paper in 2013 that my dream was to live in America, which then became a nightmare. But I wanted to tell you that dreams never end, and you can always dream again and again and again, and your vision can change all the time. Probably one of the best moments was, and the most empowering moments that I went through, probably one of the most traumatic moments also, was giving birth to Lake. It was completely by myself, and but it bonded us like nothing I've ever bonded with before. But 4 months later, I got a nice letter through the mail telling me that birth cost me $30,000. I didn't have medical insurance in the States yet. And to be able to just go, I've got this, was really, I can't even explain the emotion behind that. Just knowing that I've got this. And I can look my daughter in the eye when she's having a riding lesson, doing something that lights up her soul. And the things that we're going through right now, it's going, baby girl, I got this. It's going to be okay. And it's really because of this beautiful company, the amazing products, the amazing business, and the amazing community, that I'm able to look her in the eye going, I got this. And now, my dream and my vision is to move me and my beautiful baby girl back to the UK where we belong.
So she's back.
She's coming back.
Not
I
listening.
don't know how I'm going to do it, but when I set my mind to something, I get it.
That's it. That's me.
So hopefully I'll be on stage next time with her by my side going, we did it. I think, so the best is yet to come. It really is, not only for you, not only for me, but for every single one of you. If you're at the beginning of your journey, I'm so excited for you. Because whatever you dream of, whatever you visualize, is right there in front of you. You just got to get in the car and drive it. This is your vehicle to your future life. You just got to believe in yourself, believe in the possibilities, believe in your mentor, and believe in your community and your team. And I promise you, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Thank you.
The best is yet to come. I'm going home with that one.
I'm done.
Well, let's come and take pictures now.
The best is yet to come. You're gonna use your phone. Doctor, can you call me?
Who's been crying here?
I started this morning to go.
Right? In the back as well. They're very emotional.